Hello everyone. I'm Level 36 and welcome back to Stationeers. Um, we're back on our Mars base after the explosion wiped out most of our station here. What? And I just fell in the crater. Um, so I have gone around, cleaned up some of this stuff that was broken around the place. Last episode, we had made some progress and we had built our air conditioner on the inside so that our base would not further continue to heat up. So we've got our little vent stack there. Um, yeah. So this is where all of our atmospherics utility stuff is. Liquid vent, gas vent, and our thermal vent. So jeez. For the air conditioner. So our interior space is now relatively safe. Our current most pressing problem is that we only have one granola bar left. So our growing area over here kind of went kaboom a little while ago, which wasn't great. We got plenty of seeds, but we don't have any way of growing them currently because our hydroponics are, well, gone. We've got some more water bottles, but that isn't so much the problem because we need food. So I thought about maybe rebuilding this, but really I'd like to repurpose this space anyway. So for now, I think we're going to build a portable hydroponics and try and just grow some in our atmospherics area so we can just get some really basic food production online. I do want to grab my table though. And my microwave. I need to deconstruct you. The hand drill. Go. Let's grab the 5 stack of potato seeds. What else can we grab while we're out here? We can tear apart. Actually, just construct these for now as well. Pack those up. We do have another air conditioner over here. We don't need to air condition the what's it called? The planet. So we can turn that off for now. We should probably tear this apart, repurpose all this stuff at some point. But we have more pressing things currently, so let's head back inside. I would like portable hydroponics, so nope. Okay, what is this made in? Is it made in the... Really gotta fix all this stuff too. Hydroponics, portable hydroponics, copper, steel, nickel. We have a grow light, right? Yeah, that's still there. Okay, we're not gonna deal with portable hydroponics because I just, well, frankly, I don't want to deal with it. I have hydroponics bits. Yep. We're just going to use a grow light. And our normal hydroponics stuff so that we can have some food. Pushed it 1 second too late. So another issue with this space right now is that there is... well, there's a little bit of CO2 in here, but not very much. So we might need to add a little bit of extra CO2 into the environment to get the plants to be happy. Let's head down here, because this is where all of our water is. We're just literally gonna jam this in the corner where it'll fit. I think I only need 3 for now, so I don't actually want this to be permanent. I do want to attach this to some pipe routing, so this is going to be a bit of a pain, but I think if we do... might need to move it a little bit. That's okay. It's a temporary setup. It's nothing... and I know there's nothing more permanent than a temporary solution, but it'll be alright. One more liquid pipe somewhere. Just need one more. Literally stick this in the corner. Let's use 2 of them for now. It's incredibly silly, but it will hopefully work. And then if we get my... this requires support. Need a wall. Could actually move that back one. Okay, and then run some wire to it, and we should have a very temporary grow light set up. Hopefully this doesn't trip the fuse. I don't actually know how, what is the... oh, it's just the actual thing itself. So we will need to turn this on and off occasionally. Does not have correct atmospheric gas composition. So that's what I thought. We are going to need to add a little bit of CO2 into this environment. Now, the way I usually would do this is just pop our waste tank real quick. Because that is mostly CO2, honestly. Actually, that's probably what I'm going to do again. Is just, and that's good enough. Like, you're okay, but you're not. Maybe we need a little bit more CO2 in the environment. We have not a ton of it. I have let go of this. Yeah, we're going to need to add a little bit of extra CO2 into the room.
Caution.
6. Grab you. Put you in there. There are better ways of doing this. Most certainly there are. But this is expedient. And that is what is more important right now. Let's fill up a little bit. $25 moles. We'll see how this does. See if we can't manage to totally wreck our gas pressure mix. Moderately well, moderately well. I think we need a little bit more. Just such a large room, so it dissipates quite a bit. Ideally, what we'll probably want to do is make some kind of system with a gas sensor. I think they can read the percentage of gas in the environment and have it like either just inject a little bit to top it off, or we should just add a bit of CO2 into our general atmospherics mix, like 5%, probably not 5%, like 3 or 2% CO2. Be a nice filler as well, because we have plenty of it. It's literally infinite outside, so reduce the need for so much oxygen and nitrogen. While we are inside, let's also take my suit off just so we can conserve our food a little bit. Thriving. That is good, because we need you to fruit sooner than later. We're gonna toss our microwave right here. So, what are you set at? You want this to be set at probably 5,000, because CO2, let's just take a look. CO2. Gases, carbon dioxide at our Alright, as long as we keep it above 25, it should be good. I just don't want it turning into a liquid, which would mean it would need to be really cold. I think we should be good here. Let's just set it to 5k for now as well. Just anyway, because I feel better with that. Tools. That in. Alright, now once those potatoes grow, we will have the ability to cook our own food again. We're still halfway through building this, yeah. Top off on water while we're here. Let's see. All right. That's, yeah. We are officially, until those... Oh, okay, we still have a couple more. Now we are actually almost... We're down to our last couple cereal bars, but hopefully those will grow just fine, and we won't have to worry about it too much longer. So one of the things I was thinking about with part of the reason why I want to kind of use a active CO2 injection system that reads the amount in the environment is that with that, also let's, we've got this set up again, so let's start feeding in some wreckage. I thought wreckage only stacked to 20. Feeding in some wreckage so we can get some materials back. It's sitting around. Oh, yeah, that's right. Wreckage doesn't actually supply anything, so, well, we got rid of it, at least. Good amount of stuff. Oh, sorry. Get this going again so we can get some materials back. I think this was everything that was in the oh, what's it called? In the recycler. So it was a good amount of stuff. See if there's anything else just hanging out around the base. We did find a few things kind of scattered to the winds. Still need to finish the solar array, put the rest of it in. Yeah, I am not seeing anything. I would say all of our stuff is pretty well gone. Ugh. All this stuff's also damaged. I repaired a lot of chutes, but just I didn't get everything fixed. Did we actually fix? I think we did fix this. Yes, we did. Okay. It's been a little bit since I've recorded, so couldn't remember quite. So while we're waiting for food to grow, what else do we want to work on besides just like getting things back together? So one of the things was redoing our assembler systems, which means we need another ATM. And I keep falling through the floor. Or a vending machine. That's not an ATM. So we need electrum. We need a little bit more electrum. We get some electrum from you. A very small amount. 0.1 grams. Not enough. But didn't we make one? Oh yeah, we did make one. Okay. I could have sworn we had. So yes. We have our vending machine back. No. Stop. Okay. I need to assemble this. Plastic sheets. Screwdriver. Cool. Vending machine. I swear. Oh, I think I wanted to move this one forward. Whoops. Crowbar. And hand drill. Now let's try that again. There we go. Put all of our tools. No! Put all of our tools back. We're going to need to run some cable again, which means we need more cable. Need some shoots as well. You come back. We'll keep that going, but we should be good to start running some more cables. What's that? Is we'll need to get our buttons back. And now, vending machine should work. And if I continue... Oh, geez. It's more than a few cables. I think we're out of copper for now. Yeah. Let's not run out of all of my resources like we just did. Those were just going to end up down in the basement. We also need to make 2 more stackers, because at least 2, I think just 2 got blown up. Because we've got... Oh, there's another reagent mix in there. Feed that to the machine. We have a good amount of miscellaneous resources. This is just going to take a long time to process through all of them. But, tools and belts, ices, we need ore. Yeah, that one's the one that goes to the ore processor. Ingots. I think that's it. I think that's all the ones we had. Unfortunately, setting up the ore... Or the ore and the ingots ones should be actually pretty easy, because those are... As long as it's not the real pain in the neck ones, then they'll be okay. Alright. Well, nothing to it but to get to it. Let's get this all set up. Oh, we already had a bunch of chutes. Oh well, that's good to know. So this is the ingot feed. We still have that. So ingots should return from our... Let's just try. So from our auto lathe, if we open that up, those get sent back there. We need to move the tool manufactory as well. While it was needed at the time, we do not need it right there, this very moment. What do I need? Hand drill. Angle grinder. And wire cutters. And angle grinder again. And red. Okay. Put that in there. Crying out loud. I just need to run the chutes and then we can tear all this up. Or not tear up, but weld all this back up. Okay. So, let's grab some chutes and get this all working again. I actually want to change, because like, as much as I liked having the above my head kind of return line to over here, because we are going to need 2 more workbenches, because we're going to need the tool manufactory and the rocket manufactory, which I'm going to put over here, I think. So tools probably will go here, rocket will go here. So let's actually, what does the rocket workbench take? Rocket manufacturing, iron, gold, and copper. It's powered. Yeah. None of that stuff powered? Oh. Yeah, I guess not. There we go. Copper, gold, and iron. Probably all the stuff I just pulled out of there. Alright. So this will be the last workbench we need. We've got our tool manufacturer, rocket manufacturer, our auto lathe, electroprint, and hydraulic pipe bender. We need the Mark II modules for each of those again, but we'll get those eventually. We'll need the Mark II for the tool and the rocket manufacturing as well. So we need chutes to feed each of these. So we need one coming up there, one coming up there, one coming up there. We're gonna reroute that wire real quick. I don't like where it's at. Don't need another one of those. Toss you in here. You're the same size, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. In fact, let's actually just put these at least somewhat in. So, rocket manufacturing and tool manufacturing. So we are running new cables around. We can rip out those. That's gone. We can that like that, and that like that. So give me that one back. Okay. Is that a window shoot? I want a window shoot. I want a window shoot. Cool. Now we can take the outlet of all of our machines and direct them down and straight over. Okay. This is the return line, essentially. This is the one that's going to bring everything from all of the workbenches to the stacker, so that I can just pick up all of my stuff in one spot, whether it's from the rocket manufacturer, the tool manufacturer, or any of these workbenches. And by putting it down below, it will significantly clean up our kind of visual landscape above. We are definitely going to need a lot more use. Get all these working at the very least, so we can use this at least in a somewhat functional state. There we go. So now all of our workbenches are wired in to go to this stacker, which will now eject anything that we don't need. Where does... So, okay. The next part is... What does this do? That's right. Okay. So the way we had this work before is that whichever workbench was on would direct ingots to it. Which isn't terrible. It let us kind of just rely on the just rely on me remembering to turn things on and off, but it also wasn't super great because if we had multiple benches that we wanted to be running at the same time, then ingots would always get delivered to whichever the first was on in the sequence. That's because we used powered chutes, which we are going to need some more of. So powered chutes, everything needs bloody electrum. Well, we can see how this works now. So we need electrum and constantine, of which I don't know that I even have one. Folder electrum. Found. We don't have that, so we need to make it. I think if everything's working correctly, this should be fairly easy to make. Quest. There we go. Copper and nickel. That button. This will now... That. Awesome. Should have just gotten delivered over here. Oh, there it was. Oh, that's solder. There
Hydration critical.
There we go. Eh! So we need at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these powered chutes. 1, 2, 3. I do want a couple more though. 6, 7. Let's go with 10. Nine. So we were using the digital flip-flop splitters. So that is what we're going to use again. So essence. We want these. You want on there. 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 Now the problem is all of this stuff isn't technically in a line. So theoretically, we should send our output, like, all the way over here. And then all the way back. But for writing a program, we can always fix that in software. Let me just go drink some water real quick. Stop the annoying buzzing noises while I think about this. Because technically I could just...
Oxygen critical.
make it so that... Oh, we can check on our potatoes as well. How are y'all doing? Too much sun. Not at all. What was I going to say? Oh. We could just add another flip-flop splitter. And then set it up such that we only send materials over that way when one of those two requests is true. That would probably be the most efficient way of doing it, but then we still are going to need to deal with... Or no. Then we wouldn't need any kind of return line from over there. Well, that's annoying. Gonna make building this incredibly difficult. I guess while we're waiting, we can finish these up. Fuel sheets. Oh. Fancy. There we go. Oh, this just starts off at its Mark II variant. I guess that makes sense. It's kind of a end of the game item. Heck. We don't have anything else out loose, so this should be fine for now. Once we get all this fixed, I will probably, between episodes, rebuild all of the walls. And, that way we don't have to deal with all of this. So, while we're waiting, though, if we say we had our output here and we could send it using a flip-flop, we could either send it out straight or down and back. So like if we just had one here per se, right? Where are my powered chutes? There. We could, for example, have this like that. Now, if there's any request between these two, we can hit the bypass and send them over here. And then otherwise, we'll send it to those. So I want to control the chutes with an IC this time. Which is probably going to require a bunch of set batch names. Oh, that's some flicker there. Set batch name instructions, which I know are not the most efficient programmatically, but it'll be fine. I'm not terribly worried. No. Ah, wrong spot. And I just got sent over here. Climb up and out. Or not. I didn't miss this. Where can I go to get back inside? I want to do that because that'll cause it to get locked in the middle. Problem with having such a massive crater around the base is I can't get back up there without just launching myself in the middle of a dust storm. Alright, well, get up this way. There we go. Yeah, we still get affected even though the dust doesn't show over here. Huh. Interesting. See how our centrifuge is going. Still got a whole bunch more to process. But we've got a decent amount of various ingots. In fact, actually, I don't have any more chutes on me. Dang it. It's gonna make some more chutes, but I don't know. Or no, we have iron in there. Let me around the corner. Basic chutes. 227 days on Mars. See if we can make it to a year before the reset. I doubt it, though. I only have so much more recording I can do. I guess it depends a lot on how long the next version is in beta for. Ah, finally. It's done. Yeah, what I was going to do was if we just plumb this straight up into the return line, so we'll need to wrench and just pop out one of these. Have one of these. Now, when we open up the centrifuge, and we're out of iron again, we'll get a whole bunch of, it'll go straight back in through the system into there, because it should just be ingots, probably, maybe, I don't know. Should be ingots. Probably won't be just ingots, but... So what we're doing here is getting stuck on everything. Let me through. I'll have to rip those out, replace them just so we can undamage them. I wish there was a better way of just, like, fixing things, but for some of the stuff it seems like there's not. Gonna turn into a spaghetti mess down here. Also getting power to everything is gonna be a bit of a pain. Steel. Need to grab some more iron. Hopefully we're not due for a mining trip anytime soon. I'm sure I am, but... 1, 2... It does take it a minute to transit all the way over here. We have iron, right? Yeah, we do. 150. It's not working again? Why aren't you dispensing? Worked that time. This gets sent around? What is up with the script right now? Why aren't you sending it through? You just worked. Why does it feel like you're requesting steel? I request a copper. Will you work properly? Yes. What is going on? ILO control. Let's see what's going on. Da, 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 da. Should be iron. Yeah. Okay, that should be all correct. Why can I not? You're requesting 3 of them, and then you're sending them back to yourself. This is the problem with not remembering how you set all this crap up. You're the one doing this. Right? You gotta be. Because this is just the ore request. For iron. Add request. Load into R2, self-setting. So that would be the iron. Put request manager. 02. So that's the quest manager's device 2. Used to work. Why are you dispensing 3? Just sent out the fail signal. Why? Why? What is wrong over here that is making this do this? I just need some iron. I won't pretend to understand why that was happening. I'm sure I'll have to troubleshoot it eventually, but today is not eventually. Okay. Just give me some more shoots, please. Alright, this has been a lot of faffing around. While that's going, let's go check on our potatoes. We do have to kind of manually manage these for now. Otherwise, they will explode, and we don't want that. They won't explode, but they won't be happy. And thus, we will not get food. That would be bad. Let's see how this would do. You know what we could do. Could just fix this problem real quick. Do. Nothing to say that we have to use the IC housing that we have for what we intended to use it for. New Lab start. Import it. Clear this. B0. It's going to be light. Fine. B light. Light as the 0. There we go. And then Potato would like
hunger caution.
5 minutes on, 3 minutes, 20 seconds off. So if we do 5 and 5, that should be fine. So if what we do is we just do main, we do light set, light on 1, sleep is the number of seconds. So 5 minutes. Let's actually just do fine on time as 5, fine off time as 5. We are going to just simply multiply into our 0 on time 60 sleep for our 0 seconds, set light on 0 off time 60 sleep 0 main. That should be a super simple, super basic grow light operator. Firm sport, grab you set up as right now, because I'm sure it's not on it to be. Let me lights. It's gonna be grow lights. And give that 5 minutes, it should turn off, and 5 minutes after that, it should turn on. I think that's what it wants. Probably. Hopefully. Well, that's where we'll cut it off for today, though. That should mean that we have sustainable-ish food for now after our explosion. We've started getting our automation set back up. We're going to need to write some more scripts for that. What else is there? I think that should be just about it. Yeah, I'll get those. So run some more shoots, get the wires run, and then we will get the script wrote to control our digital valves so that whenever we request a ingot from our vending machine, it'll get sent to the right manufacturer without having to turn them all on and off. Hopefully, if I can figure out how that's supposed to work. Hopefully we don't starve to death now that we have actual hydroponics again, although we still need to build our real hydroponics setup with some automation, because I would like to grow stuff other than just potatoes. We haven't touched that. Maybe we leave that for next series. We just fully accept the Mark Watney life and live off of nothing but potatoes for the entirety of the time we've been on Mars. Nutrition, what's that? But yeah, we gotta build a rocket. The goal is build a rocket and get out of here. Maybe build a trader or a trade station as well, but I think that might be another one that's left until next time with the new terrain update. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know when that's exactly going to be coming out. Hopefully soon-ish, though, so we will have to see. Thank you again for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Kind of cleaning up after our explosion earlier on, so fingers crossed we managed to pull through without dying, and we are able to get our automation all set up and all that very quickly here. So, thank you again, and I'll see you all next time.